Look for the whole country for the next few weeks lasting until December 11th. You can see here much of our region expecting well above average temperatures, and for other parts of the country near normal. But we are expecting to see a warm end to November and a warm start to December. As you take a live look outside, plenty of sunshine already to start your Saturday. Those temperatures are starting nice and crisp, but later on today we'll see well above average temperatures. McCarran Airport right now at 44 degrees, Nellis Air Force Base at 37, and West Henderson in the low 40s for us this morning. So you want to bring that jacket, but later on you may want to shed that because we're landing in the upper 60s and low 70s. Nellis Air Force Base at 70 degrees, 66 degrees for Red Rock, and 68 for Anthem today. Quite a bit warmer than what we saw yesterday. So if you're headed out for a Saturday brunch, we're seeing those temperatures nice, cool, and comfortable under lots of sunshine. Those northeast winds less than 10 miles per hour. In fact, less than 5 miles per hour for most of the day today. Mount Charleston going to stay nice and cool, but also above average. Sunshine taking us into the mid 50s by noontime, returning to the low 50s and upper 40s by 3 o'clock. So you'll certainly want to bring an extra layer or two if you're headed up for a hike. Red Rock Canyon also going to be nice and cool, but slightly warmer than Mount Charleston due to the lower elevation. 64 by around noontime and low 60s by 4 p.m. Those southeast winds below 5 miles per hour. So no major weather worries expected for your day today or tomorrow. Tonight, we're dropping into the upper 40s with clear skies, dry conditions, light winds continuing, with that breeze continuing for the Colorado River Valley. So Laughlin likely going to see those gusts up to 25 miles per hour today. Highs tomorrow going to be even warmer than what we expect to see today, in the low 70s for most locations. And after midnight into sunrise tomorrow, and then all throughout the afternoon. So a wet Thursday ahead of us. And until then, just cloudy and cold right now. But don't rule out seeing a few raindrops right now, even on that evening commute. We're seeing reports from Sean out in the field, seeing a few raindrops. Meanwhile, those temperatures feeling very cold in the upper 40s right now. Plus, we're adding some wind speeds up to 15 miles per hour, kind of adding to that chill, so it may feel quite a bit colder than those upper 40s. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. Right now, just clouds, but through the Sheep Range, we're getting some snow and some rain as well. And of course, there's more where that came from. But over the last 6 hours, these are unofficial numbers just based on radar, but it says we've received over an inch of snow so far for Spring Mountains, and below that for Sheep Range, but we're expecting to see quite a bit more snow. This is the system that's expected to move in by late night tonight into tomorrow afternoon, and we do have that winter storm warning for our local mountains, as well as that widespread rain that could bring quite a bit of rainfall for the valley. So as far as snow totals, we could see up to around 18-20 inches of that snow for Spring Mountains. So that would certainly impact travel through Highway 160 and heading up towards the mountains. Something that you'll want to keep in mind, keep those snow tires or snow chains if you plan on heading up there in the next couple of days, because our winter storm warning in place through Friday afternoon. As far as rain totals here in the valley, we could see up to a 1/4 inch for Las Vegas, near 1/2 an inch for Pahrump, and just under 4/10 of an inch for spots like Laughlin. In the meantime, these temperatures overnight going to be staying in the mid to upper 40s through about 9 o'clock. We're staying more mild for these overnight temps because of the rain and the cloud cover, but highs tomorrow going to stay very cold once again. We're landing only in the low 50s and upper 40s. Quite a bit cooler than what's considered average for this time of year. And looking ahead to New Year's Eve, we do have a very slim chance of maybe seeing a few raindrops or even some flurries on New Year's Eve, but what's much more likely is going to be very cold and windy conditions. We're looking at southwest winds sustained just under 20 miles per hour. So a very cold end to the year and a cold start to 2020. We're looking at 46 degrees for the first day of the year, and we're not getting much warmer from there. We're watching for those mid 50s by Wednesday.
And speaking of crisis, it's hot out there, dangerously hot.
She's sweating, but I don't know if it's from the heat or running around the big studio these days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm everywhere, on Sky Deck, at the wall, at the BAM, at the Weather Center.
We're showing you guys everything about our brand new studio, so we appreciate you. You're loving this, so it's okay.
Yeah, you know, a little powder will help, but yeah, we'll need it. We'll need it all as the day presses on, because it is going to be a hot one. We are tracking elevated heat and humidity, which could be dangerous dangerous, especially for sensitive groups. We're talking to the elderly. You want to make sure you check on those neighbors. You check on children, who are the most vulnerable group of people to suffer from dehydration. Did you know that? If you feel thirsty, it's because you need some water. So make sure you're drinking up today. Today is going to be one of those days where you want to limit your time outside, as temperatures are going to soar well into the 90s. We're at 69 degrees currently in Allentown, 78 in Philadelphia, low 70s in Trenton, low 70s. Also the current number in Millville. We're a little bit warmer right up against the shore. It's 75 in Atlantic City. It's 76 at this hour in Wildwood. And across the region today, it's going to be a hot one. 96 here in Philly, 87 hot and steamy along the shore, but a sea breeze will keep those temperatures in the 80s versus 90s. So at the shore, I know it's going to be a hot one, but it's certainly the place to be. Water temperature, a cool 75 degrees. So all in all, the shore is looking very, very refreshing. 90 up in the Poconos, hot and steamy conditions there. And then take a look at this. A couple tips to beat the heat. You want to keep cool. You want to drink fluids. Make sure to stay hydrated and avoid the outdoors during peak hours, which is 11 a.m. through around 6 p.m. in the afternoon or evening. That's when temperatures will be at their highest. And today's forecast high for the city, 96, with hazy sunshine and, of course, that dangerous and elevated humidity. Because of these two combinations, the high heat and humidity, we have issued a next weather alert day. That's going to stick around through Sunday. And right now, the weekend is looking like the toughest heat, the dangerous heat. In fact, that's all week, but we're approaching the triple digits by the time the weekend rolls around, Jim.
Thank you, Larissa. A live look now from the Ben Franklin Parkway, where it's another steamy start, but relief is not far off.
All right, that fountain looks refreshing on a morning like today.
That's the word we're using.
It's getting better, but still pretty muggy out there this morning, Larissa.
It really is. It's still a bit muggy out there. It's still warm, and that's going to be the case for the rest of the day. But we are seeing gradual improvements. For one, today won't be as brutal as yesterday. Highs yesterday, let me remind you, peaked in the mid-90s here in the city, but with that humidity, the afternoon felt like it was at 106 degrees. I know, not fun. Today, once again, not as brutal. Still warm, still muggy. Temperatures later this afternoon will eventually top out in the 90s. Late day storms and downpours are something we are tracking for you on this Wednesday. Once that cold front pushes on through, we will see humidity dropping into the day on Thursday. So Thursday is going to be a transitional day. We'll get to those specifics in a moment, and that'll give way to a refreshing Friday and weekend ahead. I cannot wait to show you that 7-day forecast. Right now, we are off to a quiet start. Deep blue skies out there, really pleasant conditions to start, but it is warm, and yes, it is muggy. It's August after all. 79 the current temperature out there, feeling more like 82. Winds are out of the north, coming in at 6 miles an hour. Visibility is looking fantastic. The next 12 hours look like this. We're sunny, we're bright, straight through the morning hours. By the time the afternoon rolls around, we'll have a few more high clouds, and we're calling it partly cloudy for the afternoon. Notice that's when we actually warm and peak by 3 o'clock. Those temperatures hit a high of 90. We stay put there through around 6 p.m. before the clouds continue to fill on in. Future weather shows a touch of rain as early, or as late, I should say, as 9 p.m. And then more rain arrives with this cold front. This is now trending, looking like Thursday morning is going to be a bit unsettled, as rain will arrive from west to east, and that could certainly dampen your morning commute. Once that system clears, that's when we will see our transitional day. So we start off with the rain, muggy conditions in the morning, dropping humidity for the afternoon, sunshine returning here Thursday afternoon, and then giving way to several days of sunny skies, but more importantly, low humidity.
That sounds good to me. Thank you, Larissa.